Okay, so question of the day. I have all the shards necessary to get the lieutenant. So if I go into uh, up here and click that top arrow next to the diamonds, just to the right of the diamonds, which doesn't always work, and we take a look at that, if you notice, 1066 right here, 1066 shards for the lieutenant. So I could be getting right now, I don't have it. Let's go back and take a look at my weapons. I do not have the lieutenant. Now here's the question of the day. Should I get it? And you know what I say? No way. Now, lieutenant's probably the best gun in the game. There are three guns that I really, really like. Lieutenant, the Cold Blood, which I do have on this account. This is my second account. There's the Cold Blood, and I do have it. All right, so here's the thing with the Cold Blood is a great gun. So top three for me: Cold Blood, Lieutenant, and then for a lower level sniper weapon, one that I used to use all the time when arena challenges were more reasonable. Um, is the HKSL8, and it's like a tier 6 weapon. So it's not a very high weapon at all, but it shoots super fast. So reloads in 1.9 seconds. It's got a mag size of 11 rounds, and it shoots super fast. And I'll tell you what, having a gun that shoots and reloads fast in this game makes a big, big difference. Um, and so if we go back to that lieutenant, again, it's a good gun. It's one of my favorites. My main account has lieutenant. Reload time when it's fully um, upgraded is 1.76 seconds, which isn't bad. Um, it's got a mag size of 8, which isn't great, but it's still good. But it's a fast shooter, so it's a nice gun. So I've got the shards. I mean, if you look at it right there, I've got my 1,000 shards. It's 1,066 is what I've got. It only takes 1,000. So why am I not getting the lieutenant? And I'll tell you why. As soon as I get that lieutenant, the game becomes much, much harder. So I think I've said this in other videos. Don't know if you've seen any of my other videos, but if you haven't, if we look at these events here, the events right now on this particular account that does not have the lieutenant. So as you get special weapons, these events become harder and harder to finish. Okay, so right now this headhunter event, I've completed just 3 rounds. I've only done 3 rounds and I've already gotten 36 milestones. That's crazy to have. Actually, not even 36. It's even more than that. There's some that I haven't gotten yet. So let me go in here and get some of these here, and that's like super loud. So we're gonna okay. Let's go ahead and get some of these and get them all. So I've got through 3 rounds, and I think it was 45 milestones total with just 3 rounds. My main account does have the all the special weapons, but again, it's going to take a lot more points to get through a headhunter than this one. So let's just take a look at how many points do I need to finish this headhunter. I need 8.33 million points to finish this headhunter. Now let's go ahead and pop over on my main account. Let's just see how many points I need. A main account with all of the special weapons. Let's see how many points I need on that one. All right, so I've got my main account open on my iPad. You'll see it looks a little bit different than what we were looking at with the iPhone. And look at that, 66.67 million to complete this event compared to 8.33 on the other one. I have not completed a headhunter with this guy in like forever. I've come close, but it's much, much more difficult. And so my advice, if you're a casual player that doesn't want to live on the game, again, if you are retired and or independently wealthy and just have tons of time to sit and play the game, every waking hour, 16 hours a day, 20 hours a day, whatever, if you're don't sleep a lot, but then by all means go and get the special weapons and be willing to put in the time. If you're just a casual player that has work and life and can't be on here living on the game, you really want to be hesitant about going and getting any of those special weapons. This account here, let me pop over into my other account that we were looking at here. Again, this is my main account, and I've got all of the special weapons on it. And you can see, again, big difference in what it's going to take to complete this headhunter. So let's pop over to the other account. Okay, so back in the other account again, 8.33 million to complete this. I've only done 3 rounds. Now, granted, I am in these 3 rounds. X out all the ads here. I've only done 3 rounds. I've gotten through 45 milestones. Now, granted, if we go, let's just stay where we're at. And of course, the game has a bunch of in-game promotions. I mean, it's just click, 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 click to get out of all the stupid promotions that they've got going on. Let's go back into Headhunters. Let's click on Go. Click out of that promotion. All right, so right now I am in Grandmaster League. So that also makes a big difference in, the amount of how long it takes me to get through a headhunter, because I'm looking at 600% bonus there. And I'm not really sure what that little thing means. Let's go in here in the info and match score bonus. So I've got a 600% match score bonus, which I think does go towards that headhunter bonus. So anyway, it does make a big difference, I think, being in Grandmaster League. So, but all things remaining equal, in my main account that's also in Grandmaster League, all things remaining equal, it's going to take me all day long to get through a Headhunter event with that main account. I mean, 66.6 million, compared to 8.33. That's huge. And that's why I'm not going to get the Lieutenant. Yeah, it would be a nice gun to have, but when you're a casual player, it's just not worth it. It's just you're going to end up having to be living on the game. So that's my 2 cents on the should I get to Lieutenant. I say no way. Just it's one of those shiny objects that would be nice to have, but it's at the expense of having a game that's reasonable to play. If you're just a casual gamer. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody.